Call to order the Planning Commission meeting on Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. If we could all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we could have a roll call, Inés, please.
Chair Miguel Magallanes,
Here.
Vice Chair Aaron Todd,
Here.
Commissioner Jamie Lieber.
Here.
We're going to do the oath of allegiance for the people that have been appointed, Aaron Todd, Cameron, excuse if I don't pronounce the last name right, but I'm going to say Carrizales.
Yeah, good.
And Gary Cushing. They were appointed to the Planning Commission by the City Council on January 24th, 2023 for 4-year terms to take the oath of allegiance by Inés, the planning board.
Just kind of face sort of in that direction. Okay, if I could please have you raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Aaron Todd,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
Can you shorten that?
without any mental reservation
Without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
and properly discharge the duties of what I'm about to enter.
Thank you.
Do you want these now?
We're going to move on to section 5, the election of Planning Commissioner Chair. And I'm going to open this up for any nominees, if anybody has anybody that they would like to nominate.
I'd like to elect Commissioner Aaron Todd to be our chair, if he's willing to.
I will do it.
Do we have any comments in regards to that, or you're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Then can we get we're going to start a motion if...
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion that we elect Aaron Todd as our Planning Commission chair.
do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And now we'll do the Planning Commission Vice Chair. If we have any nominees, or anybody that would like to nominate anyone. And I'll nominate Cameron, Commissioner Cameron. Does anybody, you like to take the?
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Karen. No, I know.
I'll make a motion to nominate Cameron as the Planning Commission Vice Chair.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we'll switch spots, so I'll hand this chair over.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and go on to number 7, the oral communications. I don't see anybody. You don't want to, you don't have anything to say? The kids?
Daddy.
There we go. There you go.
Yay, Daddy.
Yeah. All right. All right. There are none, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the consent calendar. Of 8A, minutes of the October 19th regular Planning Commission meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the October 19th, 2022 regular Planning Commission meeting.
Okay, and a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Is there any discussion on it? No? Hearing none. Everyone in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. We'll move on to number 9. This is being postponed. The public hearing part of it was canceled. It's to be rescheduled at a future date. We're going to move on to number 10, or there's nothing for number 10, so number 11, the reports and communications. 11A, Planning and Community Development Director. Kevin, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the Planning Commission. I do have a few items I want to review with you. Number 1 is training. We have new commissioners, and it'll be a good refresher course for the existing or the older, more experienced commissioners. I will be emailing you some of the fundamentals of planning and how you review a project, and then through the year, we'll have study sessions together here during the Planning Commission meetings. And then you'll have your Planning Academy in March to go through. And then Brian and I are both available to you for any questions. Just email us. So, and that's training. In terms of development, the Bridges subdivision is beginning to, their sales again are picking up, and they're pulling building permits in their phases, so that project is starting to move forward again. It had stalled for about 6 months due to the economy, but it is moving forward. We're constantly asked about Sonic, and I always repeat on Sonic, but we have issued the grading permit, but it's not a funded project, right? And the developer needs to go seek funding. So all the stuff is done on our side and has been done for quite some time. We're waiting for the applicant, Sonic, to get funding before they start construction. For the development called Lupes, which is across the street from Subway on the north side of Highway 126, we're waiting for a certificate of occupancy with some corrections with the fire department, and then that project will be up and operating. It's a convenience store and liquor store, check cashing, and also a deli. I sent some information on a project that's under construction right now. It's a cell tower. It's for AT&T. It's on Santa Clara Street, but if, it looks like it's along the railroad tracks, and it is. And artistically, it looks like the green bridge along Highway 126. It has the same design themes, so that is under construction right now. If you recall, you reviewed a project and recommended approval, and City Council approved a project called Riverview Gardens. I think it's about an 80-unit market rate apartment project on the corner of River Street and Central Avenue, where we've completed plan check number 1. There are corrections, and they are completing plan check number 2, getting it ready for submittal. Probably construction maybe a year from now, maybe sooner, we'll see. I don't know. Our housing element, as the planning commissioners, if you recall, we went through the housing element and it was presented to the city council, and then the city council approved it, recommended submittal to the state. So the state has completed their review. I will get their corrections tomorrow, and we'll start making the corrections. So that timeline is about probably 8 or 9 months process, maybe a year. Hopefully it's sooner. And then, as you know, we've adopted the North Fillmore specific plan. Please start reading it. It is on our website, and I'm asking you to read it because we do have a project up in that area that we will soon be reviewing. That concludes my update. I'll take any questions that you may have.
Anybody have any questions for Kevin?
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Anything you'd like to add? Hey, I'm all about inclusion. All covered. All right, all right. All right, so we'll move on to 11B, Planning Commission member brief reports. Does anybody have anything that they would like to add? No? Okay. Well, that moves us to number 12, the adjournment. The Planning Commission will adjourn. The next meeting will be on March 15th, 2022 at 6:30 in this very room. And this meeting will, do we need a motion to adjourn? And this meeting will be adjourned until then. Thank you all.
Yeah.